So what are we getting ready to do, babe?
Alright, babe, here's what we're doing. Today is September the 1st. It's about 11:35. We are headed down to the Outer Banks, North Carolina to do a hurricane chase event. Right now, the storm is exactly 690 miles southwest of Cape Hatteras. It's moving northwest at approximately 12 miles an hour. Puts it in Nag's Head probably somewhere around midnight Thursday or earlier, depending on its forward movement. We're going to go down there and we're going to witness what it's like to be full-fledged in hurricane force winds. It's going to be fantastic. I'm personally going to be the photographer and commentator and narrator of this video, and it's going to be awesome, guys. Stephanie Abrams, Jeff Morrow, and hopefully Jim Cantori from the Weather Channel. I'm coming to meet you guys. Jeff, you and I have met once before in Hurricane Bonnie in 1998. We're going to see each other again. Jim Cantori, I just love you. I'm your biggest fan. And of course, Stephanie, you're hot for a weather girl, so I can't wait to see you as well. Oh, and not to mention, waking up with Al. Alright guys, we're going to have a great time. We'll bring you live footage here from here on down. I'm going to have Ashley videotape me as we drive down to the Outer Banks. We just got word that they are doing some mandatory evacuations in Hatteras and Rodanthe area. That's to be expected. It's very, very low-lying areas down there, and the only way in some of those areas is to get with a ferry, so totally understand that. Alright, so we're gonna take off out of here. My goal was to be on the road at 12. We're going to be on the road at 12 o'clock. So, ladies and gentlemen, with no further ado, let's get this rolling and have a great hurricane event. Hurricane Earl, and we're coming to meet you, buddy. Back quiet to the studio for a station. How you doing, sweetie? How you doing?
Fine.
All right, Ashley, my junior photographer here is recording me. We're doing a quick update. We are about 55 miles from the cottage in Nag's Head. It's about 3 o'clock exactly. We're on the bypass and we are excited. The weather here is 91 degrees. The winds are out of the southwest at about 5 miles an hour right now. And I can't tell, you would not be able to tell if you were out here and on the road. You would not be able to tell that there's a huge Category 4 hurricane approaching the Outer Banks, but it is. We just want to bring you this quick little update here at 3 o'clock this afternoon and let you know I am pumped. I got my boy Kahanu down in Tidewater sending me updates while I'm traveling. So he just sent me the 2 o'clock advisory. Thank you, Kahanu. Winds are 125 miles an hour. The storm is picked up its forward momentum. It's moving at about 15 miles an hour, and earlier it was 13, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but what's going to happen is if it gets in here a little bit before that frontal boundary that's out to the west right now gets to us, it can take longer for it to steer it to the northeast, which is, for me, good. For the rest of the folks, not good, because that means it could potentially make a closer track at land, which would cause obviously more damage to the Outer Banks and more beach erosion, of course, flooding and power outages, this, that, and the other. So we're going to keep it posted. The track doesn't look like it's deviated much, but I will tell you this. We're going to get 60 to 80 mile an hour winds tomorrow, and it's going to be freaking awesome. And we're going to get that on tape. I got my wind meter. I got my Weather Channel gear. I got all my stuff that I need to do to chase a hurricane, and we're gonna be right in the midst of it. So that's it. Want to bring you the update, and we're excited. I'm 55 miles an hour southbound 168. We are about 54 miles from the cottage in Nag's Head, and we'll bring you a live shot from the beach when we get there. Peace out. Back to the studio for that station break. All right, folks, we're just leaving the cottage. Now, there's one thing I want you to, well, by the way, we got here safe, obviously. One thing I want to point out, guys, folks listening, it is September the 1st, okay? It's the busiest week, one of the busiest beach weeks of the entire year. Besides July 4th, Labor Day weekend is absolutely the busiest time in the Outer Banks. Now, the reason I'm taping the road is because look what's not on it. That's cars. It looks like wintertime down here with the amount of traffic there is. There's absolutely no one here, or at least not out on the road. A lot of people evacuated today, self-evacuated that is. We're on the beach road. We're headed north, and what we're going to do, guys, is we are going to find where all the satellite vehicles are from all the news networks and affiliations across the East Coast that are down here. We've already seen a few of them, but I mean, just look at this. Not very many vehicles on the road at all. They've actually boarded the cottage up a little bit across, or not the cottage, but the hotel across the street from us. The back side of it on the ocean side makes sense. Has some boards on it, but yeah, there's absolutely no one down here, at least out on the roads right now. And I understand they're all wusses and scared, but we're going to bring some excellent footage to you guys, and it is going to be fantastic. This is my little documentary on Hurricane Earl as it's fastly approaching, and we'll be back to you in just a minute when we pull up to the one of the many hotels with all the satellite trucks. Okay. All right, folks, we are pulling into the Ramada Plaza, and as you can see, there are, yeah, just drive right up front. Actually, make a left right here. There are a lot of satellite trucks here, and that's because you've got a lot of media from all up and down the East Coast and pretty much from everywhere broadcasting. There's somebody doing a live interview right there. Honey, pull up just a little bit and pass and stop about right. Get in there, come a little bit going. Let's get right there. I don't know who this young lady is. Alright, you slowly just pull up. Okay, let's see. You've got ABC, Channel 12, NBC. There is Rich, no, that's 11 News or 17 News. These are North Carolina stations. And then you got these are North Carolina stations. Alright, we're gonna see if we can find Jeff Morrow on the Weather Channel. We'll be back. Alright, we're pulling into another spot, and y'all are gonna notice a very familiar vehicle. No, make a left. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, go ahead. We've got, well, not in just a second, we're going to go up here and look at some other news crews. These I'm not familiar with. Yeah, these are the Carolina news stations. But when we turn she's going to back up and we're going to turn this corner. And this is to all my peeps in the 804. Y'all will notice this van here. We actually were kind of right behind them, almost coming into Nag's Head tonight. They are doing either a recording for a later news, or they're coming in live. I mean, just make a right here. And here we are, folks. 8 News from Richmond, Virginia. How about that? We're gonna go right on beside it. Got a couple vehicles here. It's Richmond News. They are set up. All right, we're going to meander our way down a little bit further north and see if we can find a couple more of these, and we'll be back. Good morning. We on? All right, folks, good morning. It's a few minutes till 8 o'clock. We're out here on the Outer Banks on the beach in Nag's Head. Give you an update. The Earl County officials have issued a mandatory evacuation of all of the county, includes Nag's Head, Kildare Hills, and Kitty Hawk, of all visitors. All residents and visitors have been asked to leave from Oregon Inlet south. That doesn't apply to us. Right now, we are getting sustained winds, about 10 miles an hour. You can see the winds have picked up a little bit here, but nothing major. Pan around, Ashley, if you will, and look down the beach. There's absolutely no one here. This way, there's a few folks. And up north, there are a few folks, and that's it. Other than that, there's no one here. Now, I did contact CBS 6 News, our local channel down in Richmond, and John Burkett is coming down. They have a crew coming. Contacted him via Facebook. He's contacted me back, and they're going to do an interview with me. So I'm going to be on the Richmond News this afternoon tonight. In just a few minutes, we're going to go across the street to the cottage, and we're going to board up the windows. I'm going to go down. At that point, I'm going to go up to Kill Devil Hills, where all the weather crew media is, and try to get in a couple interviews with them and talk to them. But we're gonna stay here. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna have 80-mile-an-hour winds tonight. It's gonna be a little bit scary for folks, but it's gonna be an experience that we won't forget. So we'll continue bringing these updates to you. Ashley, pan out and get the ocean, and then we'll break out.
I think we need to go closer.
Good. All right, folks, good morning. We're doing a quick update here. It is about 10 after 9. Hurricane continues to strengthen. It's moving about 19 miles an hour right now. And as you can see, we boarded the cottage up, got all the boards up, and we're prepared for this storm. They have evacuated this county, and all non-residents are asked to leave, mandatory. Things are going to get messy. In just a few minutes, we're going north to Kill Devil Hills to see if we can find Stephanie Abrams from Weather Channel, anybody else that may be here, with a couple of, try to get a few interviews with them. And as you can see, the wind's picking up. We got about a 15-mile-an-hour wind right now, sustained, and that's only going to get better. All right, guys, back to the station back to the studio for a station break, and we'll be back shortly. Folks, we're going to bring you an update here. It is about 5 after 10. We're down here at Kill Devil Hills. We're just on the beach hanging out. I met Stephanie Abrams from the Weather Channel, Rob Marciano from CNN, who was very nice. I got pictures with both of them. We're down at the Comfort Inn on about the 10-mile boat. Bringing some more footage to you here. Just a little bit of hurricane still coming. Going back to the cottage, upload some pictures. Take a look at the 11 o'clock advisory, and hopefully things are going to get exciting here in just a few minutes. We're back at the studio.
Now.
All right, folks, good morning. It's still morning. I've been up since 6 o'clock, so it seems like afternoon. It's about 11:15. We're back down at the beach across from our cottage. As you can see, the winds have definitely picked up. I just took a wind reading. We're about 16 miles an hour sustained, gusting to about 20, and that is only going to get worse in some people's eyes, or better for me. When the stronger the winds, the happier I am. Anyway, as you can see behind me, actually if you'll pan out a little bit, ocean's definitely gotten rougher. It's definitely getting closer, and it's only going to get worse. The more the winds blow on shore like they're doing, the further in the ocean's going to come. The closer that storm comes, the closer the ocean's going to come. I would surmise that tomorrow at this time, we're going to have a very big drop off right on this beach of erosion from what the ocean does. There's absolutely nobody on the beach. If you look down, there's one couple sitting on chairs and a couple of stragglers, and that's about it.